Hey y'all, welcome back to Just a Thought, and today I have a story time on how I lost my passport in Japan. So it was summer 2017, and of course I was going to Japan or whatever with my church on a mission trip, and it was fun and everything. And so what happened? So we're there. Our leader, he told us, keep our passports in our room and stuff, and I was like, I don't know about these people. What if they come in my room and take my passport? So me being me, I kept my passport on me. Crazy, I know. So I kept it on me in my backpack, and we're going from like sun up to sundown, and we're just walking miles a day, and we're doing like a lot of different things in different places each day. And so I'll keep it in my backpack. I had a red backpack. I'll keep it in there, and we'll go along with our day and stuff like that. And throughout the day, I would check through it and stuff like that, and just look through it. I'm like, okay, it's still there. Every night, it's still there. So that was pretty good. And so one particular day, I think we're like the third day in. It was a Thursday, I would say. And so no, it was that Wednesday we went to church that day. And so we're in church and everything. I'm getting my notebook out my bag and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, cool. I got my notebook, so I'm for the right notes in church. I think I got everything. It didn't click in my head that my passport wasn't in there, but I didn't think about it. And so, because I think we had went to the mall that day too, so it was like a lot of different things. So it didn't click like, where's your passport? And so later, when we had went to the mall, I ended up taking everything out of my bag. I don't know why I did that, but it still didn't click. Just go, where's your passport? So I'm over here like, okay, I don't have my pass. I'm over here. Well, I'm not okay because I didn't think about it. So that was that Wednesday. I went to church and everything. I took everything out of my bag, but I'm thinking about like my notebook and stuff. So I really wasn't thinking about it. And when I was at the mall, I was thinking about something else, but it didn't click through my brain like your passport is not in here. So like I was just like so out of it. I was like, okay. Thursday morning come. I'm like, okay, it's time to do a check, make sure I still, have the things like I came here with. So I look for my passport, and boom, no passport. And I'm like, okay, it's just somewhere else. So I go looking at other places and stuff, and went to look through my suitcase and everything. This is simple places. I didn't want to freak out, but baby, after a certain point, I started to freak out. I was like, where is this passport? And so then I kept looking, and then I asked my two other the people who were staying in the room, and I asked them like, have y'all seen it? Like, no. They helped me look around and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is becoming a big thing. And so I was like, oh Jesus, God, please stay with me. I was crying. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I gotta go tell my leader that I just lost my passport. And I was like, Jesus. So I told him. He was like, I said like leave it in your room and stuff. I should have listened though, but not really. I wanted to keep it on me. And so that was a really like hard thing. So I was like, everyone came in, helped look for it. I couldn't find it. So that day we went out and we went to go speak. What did we go do? We went to go speak with the Japanese like police. We went to their like the police station. And so we put out like a report, like if we're missing something. But normally our leader that we like who we met like in Japan, he was like, normally if something goes missing, it will end up coming back up. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I'm not worried. It was like Japan is like feel like so safe. It feels safe. You guys should go. And so I'm like, okay. And throughout the weekend, I kept looking throughout Friday, just kept looking. Nothing showed up. And they said we're gonna go to the U.S. Embassy that Monday because we leave that Tuesday to get like a temporary passport for temporary passport so I can go back to the United States. So I was leaving that next Tuesday morning. So I was like, okay, cool. I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't worried about losing my passport. I wasn't worried about not coming back to the United States because I knew it was a way to come back. And if I had to stay, a couple more days, I wouldn't have been mad. Really wouldn't. It was like awesome. So it was nothing. I wasn't worried about that. It's just I just didn't have my passport, and it was the fact that it was my first time like going out the country, and I had the first stamp, and it was like, man, now I have to get another passport and start over. So that was crazy. But you know, I was like, you know, okay. So I believe it was Sunday night. We had went to church, and during church, you know, the pastor, he was like, you know, you ask for something and you shall receive. So you know what I did? I asked for my passport. I was like, okay, I want my passport. And you know, I went back to my room. You know, I journal every day. So I journal. I was like, you know, thank you God, if you know, for all you done. Now, could you please return my passport for everything? And I remember while I was writing that every day I was going all out. I was being happy about it. I wasn't like sad about it. I had a positive attitude, and I was just being really strong and still the same person. I was being like really good. I was happy before I had lost my passport. You know, I was still going out, doing the things I needed to do for the trip, and just being, you know, outgoing before I had, you know, realized. And so when I had realized that I lost my passport, I still went all out. I still did what I had to do, because I was like, you know, it's gonna be okay. And I never worry. I was like, don't worry, you know, it's gonna be okay. And so Sunday night, you know, went, and then Monday morning, it's time to go to the U.S. Embassy, and I checked my you know, I had put my, no, we were like, when we were looking, you know, we took the room down and everything, and so we realized it was a socket behind my bed, which we didn't know like at first. Like we went like all that with it, and so when we had found it was a socket behind my bed, and so we somebody just told me, you know, I just put my phone in the plug or whatever, and so I put my phone up, and then that morning my phone was on the side of me, like, so I could, you know, just get on it when I wake up. And so my phone wasn't there, so I was like, oh, so I guess it fell. And so I looked in the in between my bed, and guess what was there? My passport. And mind you, my friend Corinne, she looked right where the password was. She looked there, and she sat over there, and she was right there. And just to come find out, it was right there. Whew. I was like, wow. And so we didn't have to go to U.S. Embassy, and that was like our free day on that day. So it was like we was able to continue with our free day and actually have fun. So I was like, yes. Because I think my appointment was like at 9 o'clock that morning, and I found my passport around 7, 8-ish. I was like, yes. But that was crazy. And my thought, for it to you know, just continue through the bad times, continue to be happy. And, you know, continue to do what you do, because you should never worry. And I'm glad, I didn't worry about it. You know, I was just okay. I was you know, I was cool. I didn't beat myself up about it, because I knew God would make a way for me to go back to the States. So I was really happy for that, and I found my passport, and I still have it. And yeah, and I went to my leader room, to the leader of my Japan group. I went to his room, and I was like, I found it, and he got it. But that's all I actually have for you guys today. And that's how I lost my passport in Japan, and I ended up finding it, thank God, because I would have lost my mind if I didn't have the original. It would have been heartbroken. I would have just been heartbroken, yeah, I don't have it though. But that was a good time. I learned a lot of things during that process without having it. You know, I learned how to stay calm and to, you know, still be happy and joyful and go on with my life. And, you know, God will always make a way, and he will always come in at the right time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my story, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I actually just got out of my class. I think it's well, that didn't help me. It's about 9 o'clock, 9:30-ish. Ooh, I got somewhere to be in a couple minutes. Yeah, so I actually gotta head out. I got somewhere to be, but I just wanted to stop in between and do a video or something. So hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you later, and be good and stay happy through the bad times, because it always works out at the end. Alright, bye guys.